on Shaker Rag Road. Wanted to get a shot of, I'm not sure what creek this is, but it's a nice little stretch. And this road is flat to rolling, depends on which way you go, but more moderate compared to some of the others. Hope you can see it. I'm using my Usway pack again, since it seems to be a little bit more stable for my DJI action camera, but I'm not sure about the angle, if it's pointing up in the sky a little too much. But it's pretty. A bench in the middle of the creek. I don't know what that's about. Now we're here at Cohutta Road. Now downhill from Mulberry Gap, past Mulberry Gap Adventures. Not feeling great today, so probably just go out and back on Holly Creek, and then go back over Old CCC and down Wilderness back to the car. That'll still be a decent ride. And I'm only supposed to go easy today. There's Mulberry Gap Adventures. I think they're still closed for the holidays or off season. There's a cool little fire truck up here. We'll swing by and get a picture. It's a little sloppy out here today after the rain last night, so here's the fire truck. Yeah, Lloyd's Mountain. That's pretty cool. It's been here forever, as long as I've been coming here. I always have to stop and say hey. That's where we're going to go back up, Old CCC Camp Road. Now headed back on Holly Creek. Get a little bit of downhill here. A pretty shot, hopefully you can see it, of the Cascades down there. Still coming out on Holly Creek, but I guess the sun's shining off of it. I didn't normally see it, and of course we had a lot of rain. Don't normally see those kind of cascades. Here's where it crosses under the road. I guess they're hiking or fishing. That's pretty. That's a pretty section. That's a cool wall. You can't see it, but it's on the underside of this overpass, but it's a stacked stone wall. I don't know who did it, but it must have been here a while. We're on old CCC Camp Road. A friend of mine, Shannon Amos, has a cabin up this street here where there's several houses where there's fake bear on the gate. That's pretty neat. You have to go through the stream on the driveway. Another cool stretch on old CCC. This road follows the stream here. Again, I don't know what stream this is, but nor where it starts, because you must go up the valley up into the gap, but it goes right here next to all these cabins, which is pretty cool. You have to cross a creek, and there's a property for sale up there. But again, some nice cabins. Look like a big tree. Took out this fence and gate, but this is a cool bridge with a little cascade. Creekside store. That's nice. Yep, most of this road goes along this river. It's an interesting ladder to get down. Again, I don't know where it starts, but it goes for a ways up through here, and we cross it right up here. I love that sound. That water going down the creek will put you to sleep. Here's the little crossover bridge. Oh yeah, that's pretty. A lot of trees down. Where's it end? Oh, that's cool. It splits there. Well, I guess it's running the other way. So, two creeks run into each other to make a bigger one. At Barnes Creek Falls. Somebody else is here. How you doing? So hopefully you can see that. Coming up to the Bear Creek overlook. Always so pretty. There's a fire over there somewhere. going downhill from Bear Creek Overlook. Swampy, sloppy. Hello. Fun climbing on this bike on roads like this, but it's more fun coming down on my full suspension Blur. This is not bad for these fat tires on here. A lot of tourists out here today. You gotta be careful going around these curves, blind curves. Plus I'm not racing, so and don't need to go down on an easy day, hurt myself. Which a lot of my friends will probably say, hey, that's unusual for me, since I crash a lot because I like bombing downhill. All right, almost to the Wilderness OTC Sea Camp Roads intersection. Yeah, that sign says it's supposed to be that road gated off January through March, and we're midway through January. Okay, now we're gonna go down Wilderness and go all the way back to the truck. This road's not as much fun to go down since it's since it's rutted out in some sections. Oh man, just got a face full of mud. Make sure the camera's clean. Sections like this are rutted out bad. You can pick your way through it, except for this part. Ooh. There's where P1 comes in, Cohutta 1. Looking down at my lens, see if it was dirty. I almost went off the road. That's not too smart. That's the road you take to the right to P2. But we're going to continue back down Wilderness. Sharp curve. Another rut down here. There's one. I think there's one more. Coming up on Bear Creek Campground. Looks like a tree was down. Somebody chopped it up. I'm going to go through the cold water crossing here. But slowly. Yeah, packed house. Yep, a lot of campers. Down the Bear Creek Campground Road, back to the truck. There's my truck. We got to ride a little bit further, make sure we round off to 20 miles. Can't get 19.9, that'd be a sin. Oh, good day. I didn't think I was going to even do 20. I was supposed to do 30, but it was too sloppy and I was too lazy and tired. Well, really not tired, but lazy. And now we are almost at 20. Yay, 20.